Some teams here each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Second time, defense. 8. Express. 20. Check 13.
Newton now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Express. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Okay.
Throwing again. Newton. They shakes him off. Flush to his right. Now he's flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Robert Alford. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. On the ground, this is Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Let's go!
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Mike, check.
Throwing is Murray on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Ready? 20. Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down. 3 down. Bring home. Mike 51. Stop your whining. 8. Crunch.
Third and long. It's Newton. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So out now come the Cardinals. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I got you.
Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 23 yards on the play. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the
Give me the
football.
ball.
And guess what? I threw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 59. You must be dreaming.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a Panther first down.
Gun. That's it. 58, boy. 58. Mike.
Out of the gun, Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. From the 41, Murray. David Johnson here on the catch. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Here we go with Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go.
Here's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier. The pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray, eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Throwing now is Murray, flushed out right. Incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it'll be second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Time to go, night. Mike 59.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10. And they start the second half with Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On second and 9, Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign in Oklahoma. He's got the first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 59. Mike to 59. All right, T. Let's go. All right, T.
On first and 10, here's Murray looking for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ricky. Eight. Kill.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Here's Newton. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Hassan Reddick able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Great. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Watch the books, Mel. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Express.
Throwing on second and long. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
20. Express. Stay on. Check 24. 20.
Throwing on third and long. Newton. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Gun.
Here's Newton now on second down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. Dancing, the ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 15 on it. 53. Mike, 53. Silver. 53 to Mike. 53.
Murray now on first down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready. Hey, hold on. Here I come.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. First down, Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On second down, Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's first and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, we got 4 down.
Gun.
Slow.
Express. Great. Hey.
Fresno.
Now Newton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Tackles. Out.
Gun. Express.
Who's that?
What is it?
On first down, it's Newton. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He was trying to go back to Moore there. That'll bring up second down.
Great. 8. 20.
Any day. 51 the mic, boys. 51.
8.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
20.
Check safety. Check safety.
7.
To throw again. Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought he was going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. It might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
First down, Panthers.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set. 59, Mark. Check, 59. It's our time. It's our time.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That one good for 26 and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevon Seymour. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if to call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
8.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Panther first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the 50, Newton. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, let's go. You get blocked, me. You get blocked.
Out of the gun, Newton. Smith catches left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing such.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready? 8. You ain't got nothing. Express. Great. Ready?
Throwing again. Newton to the right side, and he's got more complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
20.
Mike 51.
Now Newton on 1st down. Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Panthers 17. Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Murray. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for the Cards, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.